It's going to be a nice weekend out there. More sunshine tomorrow. Temperatures reaching the 70s in the afternoon and probably around 76 for the high. We'll talk about Sunday's rain chances, though, coming up.
Local 5 News at 6 in HD starts now. We are Iowa.
There's still many pieces to be put together.
They murdered inside their own home, and tonight their son is the #1 suspect. Welcome to Local 5 News. I'm Stephanie Engelson.
And I'm Jack Miller. Thanks for being with us. Begin with tonight with team coverage of the Bondurant murders. Right now, Polk County detectives are on their way to Neosho, Missouri. They want to talk to 20-year-old Chase Nicholson of Bondurant. Missouri police say Nicholson told them he killed 3 people last night. Police think he may have murdered his mom, Charla Nicholson, his dad, Mark Nicholson, and his older sister, Tawny Nicholson. They were all found dead inside their home in Bondurant around 9:30 last night. Local 5 has team coverage of this triple murder tonight. We begin with Jacob Peklo.
We're dealing with a triple homicide at this time. There's still many pieces to be put together.
Polk County Sheriff's deputies were sent to this Bondurant home around 9:30 Thursday night. When they got there, they quickly found out 3 people inside the home were dead. Another family member was gone. Around 9 a.m., the victims were identified as Mark, Charla, and Tawny Nicholson.
And at this time, we do have a person of interest that we'd like to speak to. It's a 4th Nicholson, a Chase Marcus Nicholson. He's 20 years old. Evidently, they all live at this address.
As the search continued, the sheriff's office encouraged people to watch out for Chase's car, and if they saw it, to call police. Meanwhile, the Iowa State Patrol and the county continued to search around the house. Chase remained their only person of interest.
Since he could be a member of the household, we want to make sure we make contact with everybody and make sure not only he's safe, but we have the whole story.
Around 10 a.m. Friday, a material witness warrant was put out for Chase Nicholson, and after nearly 14 hours of searching, the sheriff's office got its man. Nicholson turned himself into police in Neosho, Missouri, and Polk County sent detectives to meet with him.
It's excellent taking care of this and getting him in custody so that our detectives can talk to him and find out what's going on and what happened.
Even though the big development did not end the investigation, the sheriff's office says the major threat is over.
And the sheriff's office wants to advise everyone we feel that there's no threat to the community at this time.
And that was Jacob Peklo reporting. Again, Polk County deputies should be arriving there in Neosho, Missouri tonight. They'll be talking to Chase Nicholson there and most likely bringing him back to Iowa.
And tonight we are learning more about Chase Nicholson, the suspect in this triple murder case.
He was found in Missouri earlier today. Police say he walked into a local Walmart asking for help and then told police he killed 3 people the night before. We still don't know what may have led up to this triple murder.
And Local 5's Orko Manna joins us now live in the studio with more information on Chase Nicholson.
Well, we've talked to people who know Chase. They did not want to go on camera or share their names, but they are giving us more details about Chase's life, and they paint a pretty dark picture. One of Chase's friends, who now lives in Dubuque, says Chase attended Grandview Baptist School. This 2014 photo shows Chase wearing his graduation gown. According to that friend, Chase suffered from depression and regularly struggled with suicidal thoughts. He says Chase barely talked to his family and did not indicate that he would ever harm them. The friend spoke of one instance in particular when Chase was thinking of committing suicide. Chase allegedly had a gun and was about to take his own life. After the incident, the friend said Chase was admitted to a medical institution and was doing better. We've also confirmed that Chase was a student at DMACC, although it's unclear which campus he studied at. DMACC did tell us that Chase was last enrolled in the fall of 2016. We're working to uncover more details about Chase, as well as what may have led up to last night's brutal murder. For now, live in the studio, Orko Manna, Local 5 News. We are Iowa.
Orko, thank you. So who exactly are the victims in this case? Local 5 continues to investigate who these people were.
That's right. They are 56-year-old Charla Nicholson, 58-year-old Mark Nicholson, and 24-year-old Tawny Nicholson, all of Bondurant. Tawny worked in both Des Moines and Ankeny, and during her time at those jobs, she made an impact on co-workers and friends. Local 5's Alex Wilson has more on her life.
One of the 3 victims was Tawny Nicholson, and she worked here at the Ankeny Fairway, and former co-workers reflected on her time here and her as a friend. Many of Tani's friends and co-workers took to social media to express their sympathy. Lindsay Wyman posted, "So sad that one of my old co-workers and friends passed away. Tani Nicholson always had a way of making people smile and laugh, helping them feel at ease." Another co-worker says, "Confused, sickened, and my stomach is in knots right now. I can't believe we lost one of the sweetest and most kind-hearted soul that was out there." Other friends remembered some of their favorite memories together. Tani most recently worked at American Equity Life Insurance. An employee says the staff was pretty shaken up and that Tani had a lively personality. Just going through Tani Nicholson's Facebook page, you could tell that she was adored by many, and many are mourning the loss of their friend tonight. Reporting in Ankeny, Alex Wilson, Local 5 News, we are Iowa.
We're also learning more about Tani's mom and dad, Charla and Mark Nicholson.
Charla was a school teacher for 30 years in the Des Moines School District. She taught at Cattell Elementary since 1999 and was at Goodrell Middle School prior to that. A candlelight memorial is planned for the victims at Bondurant High School at 7:30 tomorrow night. Local 5 will have more on the victims tonight on Local 5 News at 10.
And for all our coverage of the Bondurant murders, visit our website, weareiowa.com.
New tonight at 6, Republicans at the State House have been accused of steamrolling their way through this legislative session, passing through sweeping changes to collective bargaining, gun laws, and defunding Planned Parenthood. Critics claim that they're passing bills without considering the views of their constituents. The chair of the Iowa GOP says nobody should be surprised.
The Iowans don't want that. Iowans elected them. Iowans are the ones that placed those legislators in those positions of power. They knew what they were going to vote on, and they've done it.
Pro-life legislation, collective.
Catch our full interview with Jeff Kaufman and others on our weekly political show, This Week in Iowa. It airs right here on Local 5 Sundays at 9 a.m. We want to know what you think about the GOP's agenda so far this session. Do you feel like they've been working with their constituents? Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Just search We Are Iowa, or send us an email to news@weareiowa.com. You can call us at 800-858-5555. We want to hear your story ideas. Tell us how Local 5 can be on your side.
A new clinic will open this summer in news around Iowa. It's in Knoxville, southeast of the metro. The facility, located on Lincoln Street on the north side of town, will provide essential medical services to veterans. The clinic has been in the works for more than a year and a half.
Well, Chief Meteorologist Brad Edwards is joining us now, and the weekend finally here. And Brad, the weather is stunning.
It's the best weather we've had this year on the weekend. I'll say that. Yeah. Because we had some nice weather, you know, way back in last year, but on the weekends. But we've been struggling since February to get some nice weather. It's going to be in the 70s. We'll talk about that and some rain chances before the weekend ends coming up. Stay tuned.